What is the equation of the line perpendicular to 6x plus 3y equals 9 and containing the point -1, 3? So the first thing I'm going to need is my slope. I'm going to use this equation to find my slope. Right now, that equation is in standard form, and I can't figure out my slope just by looking at it. So I'm going to take it from standard form to slope-intercept form. In order to do that, I have to solve for y. So 6x plus 3y equals 9. First thing I'm going to take care of is the 6x. So the opposite of positive 6x is minus 6x. Whatever I do to one side, I do to the other. All right. My 6x's cancel out, and I get 3y equals negative 6x plus 9. Right now, this y isn't by itself yet. It's being multiplied by 3, so I need to do the opposite. I'm going to divide everything by 3. So my new equation and slope-intercept form is y equals negative 6 divided by 3 is a negative 2, bring down my x, and a positive 9 divided by 3 is a positive 3. So now it's in y equals mx plus b. Y equals mx plus b. So my slope is a negative 2. So the slope of my original line is negative 2. In order to find the perpendicular slope, I have to flip the fraction and then take the opposite sign. So I have a negative 2. So my perpendicular, the opposite sign, is going to be a positive. And then this is really a 2 over 1. So I'm going to put the 1 on top, 2 at the bottom. So the slope of my perpendicular line is 1 over 2, or 1/2. So now I'm going to use point slope formula to find my new equation. I know my slope is 1/2. My x1 is -1. And my y1 is 3. So point slope is y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. Remember, for this formula, guys, this means the opposite of y1, and this guy is the opposite of x1. So I'm going to have y opposite of y1. So the opposite of positive 3 is a negative 3 equals my slope, 1/2, times x, opposite of x1. So the opposite of -1 is a positive 1. My next step is to distribute. I'm going to distribute 1/2 into my parentheses. So I'm going to have 1/2 x, 1/2 times x, and 1/2 times 1 is a positive 1/2. Now I'm going to just bring down the left side. And my final step is to add 3 to both sides. When I add 3 to both sides, these two cancel out. Y equals 1/2 x, and then 1/2 times 3, or 1/2 plus 3. So 3, what is that? That's going to give me a positive 7 over 2. So this is my new equation for the line perpendicular to my original equation.